This is G Money, also known as Gavin Smith, and you're watching The Blind Runner. How's your day going today? Mine's going pretty good, you know. Today's video is about the 5 reasons why I run, as you've seen in the title. It's basically about why running pushes me and why I love it so much. And I'll give all 5 reasons why. So this should be a pretty good video, and let's get started. Happy Easter. Number 1. I'm in love with running and I'm obsessed. Like in baseball, a player like Derek Jeter, former shortstop of the New York Yankees, 5-time World Series champion, and 14-game All-Star appearances, with 5 Gold Gloves, and now in the Hall of Fame, loved the sport very much and trained hard for it every day, and would never do anything to hurt his sport. And he always wanted to get better. He wanted to get better every day after day, and did reputation of ground balls and hitting the batting cages. A player like Tom Brady, former quarterback of the New England Patriots, 6-time Super Bowl champion, is now the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is still winning games at 42 years old. Because he keeps a healthy diet, he trains hard, and he loves the sport very much. A player like Michael Jordan, former basketball player of the Chicago Bulls, 6-time NBA Finals champion, loved the sport very much, and trained for it very much, just like the other 2 guys I talked about. Jordan Burroughs for wrestling, and other guys and women in other sports, such as Michael Phelps for swimming, Aly Raisman for gymnastics, Tiger Woods for golf, Usain Bolt for track. These guys have something very in common for their sports. They all love the game, they all respect the game, and they all have a special drive that keeps them pushing and moving forward. And I think I have something in common with those guys. Not my skill level. I know it's not that good, but I think I do have a special drive, and I think I do want to push myself and do whatever it takes to get even better, because running is my number one thing, I love it, and I'm obsessed, and that's all I want to do, pretty much. But, you got to have another life, too, besides running, and you got to have a job, and of course, but, running is my passion, and if I don't run, I feel vulnerable. I feel like a cat in water. Number 2. I want to make a legacy out of it. As I just mentioned, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, Michael Jordan, Michael Phelps, Jordan Burroughs, Usain Bolt, and Aly Raisman, they all have a legacy. But they're professional athletes. So, guys that are not professional athletes, can they have a legacy? Well, yes, you can. You can have a legacy in anything. You want to have a job, you love your job, and you want to be successful at it, that's your legacy. Okay, if you want to, have a hobby, you can make a legacy out of it. Well, running, there's all these road races like marathons, half marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, and you want to try to do good, like get a high result and break a PR every time, and maybe you run the Boston Marathon a couple times, and you have to have a certain qualifying time to get to the Boston Marathon, 3 hours and 8 minutes in a marathon in order to get there. So I think that you can definitely make a legacy out of this, but you're not gonna get paid, okay? So you're gonna have to have a job, like I mentioned earlier, but you can definitely make a legacy. You can definitely. There's this website called Athlinks. They have all your recorded times, from every race. You can just go on there and click, type in Gavin Smith, and they'll bring up a bunch of races, and then you can go select them and claim them, and then put them into your own page, and yeah, and that's for runners, and yeah, and I think that's awesome that you can have those recorded and their history. So yeah, definitely make a legacy out of it. Try to get better every time. Try to train hard and get better. Number 3, to work out, look good, and feel good. Ever since my sophomore year, I've always had this energy inside me that I just wanted to go out and burn it off like man, I gotta work out. I gotta sweat something. I gotta sweat. Okay. So I started like working out after my freshman year, and tried to get better for baseball. As I told you guys before, and my sophomore year, I would uh, go hard in wrestling practice, and um, yeah, and I just always felt like I had to get a workout in, like otherwise I'd feel vulnerable. And now it's really like that. Like since I'm a runner now, if I don't run for 3 days, man, it's gonna be bad. Like I gotta burn something off. I gotta go out and run. Another is I want to look good. You know, my my body has definitely is looking better since my freshman year. I was chubby, really chubby, and now I'm like in pretty good shape. Um, I'll have to show you guys transformation sometime. And but yeah, and I want to. And when I run, after I get done running, I feel good. I feel good. Like I can just relax after I run. But if I don't run, I'm always like off the walls, and I gotta do something. I gotta do something. Number 4, a lot of people can't or don't want to run long distance. I always hear people when I tell them like, "Hey, I ran 13 miles yesterday." They always tell me, "Man, I can't do that." Uh, man, why would you do that to yourself? Because you can't. And stop saying you can't. Because if you worked at it and built on it over time, like started with a mile, then went with 2 miles, then 3 miles, and 4 miles, and built it up, and worked your butt off every day, like I have been doing, you would be able to run 13 miles one of these days, or maybe 17 miles, maybe a marathon. Um, my coach Bob Samola, he always tells a story that he was overweight in high school, like he was really, really overweight, and he talks about that, and he talks about how his brother one day said to him, "Hey, you're so fat. Why don't you just go do something?" He ran a lap around. He went outside and ran a lap around the track, and then he built over it over time, and didn't stop running. So he definitely got better with time. And you know where he's at now? He ran 125 marathons in his life. Yeah, I know he's not fast now, but he was fast in his prime. And yeah, 125 marathons and a couple Ironmans. I'm not sure how many exactly. Yeah, and you're thinking that he was a really, really overweight person, and then he went on to have this legacy of 125 marathons and a couple Ironmans, and yeah, and ran in the Boston Marathon twice. Like I said, I think it's actually 3 hours and 10 minutes. But yeah, like I said, you have to have a certain qualifying time to get there. But I don't like it when people say I can't do that. Okay? No, you just don't want to. You just don't want to. And I think that I've been searching for something my whole life that a lot of people can't do or don't want to do. I'm gonna say don't want to do instead of can't. Okay? Because anything's possible if you work at it and go hard. But yeah, a lot of people don't want to do it. And I've been looking for something my whole life. I tried baseball. I was never good at it. Okay, and there was always better players. And people love the game. More people love the game than they do the sport of running. But then I finally found something in running, and no, not a lot of people in Decatur want to do it. There's not many runners in Decatur where I live that run, and the ones that do, they're not very fast. I mean, yeah, they had their prime, but yeah, you know what I mean. So that's reason number 4, and now it's number 5. Number 5, running takes you places while exercising. Let's say you want to, go do something. You want to go race in South Haven. Beautiful, beautiful town. I mean, the ladies, the ladies are beautiful. Okay, the town is beautiful. You want to run around there. Okay, I ran a 6-mile race last year in South Haven, and it was just beautiful. The town was beautiful. You ran by a lake, and I felt like I was going places while running. And you can go places in the car, but you're sitting on your butt and you're not getting any exercise in. Or you can run like 5 miles somewhere, and you're exercising while doing it. Well, good. I mean, yeah. So that's reason number 5. That's my 5 reasons, guys. Want to go place? It takes you places. You want to make a legacy out of it. You want to feel good, look good, work out, and you can do it. You can do something that a lot of people don't want to do. Yeah, those are my 5 reasons, and hopefully you guys liked it, enjoyed it, and if you did, hit that like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And have a great night. Thank you for watching this presentation, brought to you by The Blonde Runner.